Today, I have a few updates around surveys, the first being with custom surveys. In the past few months, we've added the ability to have conditional questions on surveys. So basically, you can have a question show up based on the answer to a previous question. To add to that functionality, we've now added the ability to have sections in custom surveys. So here on my test survey, you can see that I have a basic intake section and a more info section. Each section after the first original can also be dependent on how someone answers questions in the first section or which questions are going to be in the second section. It just gives a little more ability to hop between different sections and gate off different parts of surveys based on different answers. Along with this, we've also added the ability to filter by these sections within the custom survey report. A few other survey updates are that we've made our survey exports a little more rich, meaning that they'll have a little more information exported when you are downloading the results of a survey. So you have more context and information around the answers and the context that's sent in the responses. We've also added more survey activity on the contact profile, just showing the answers that they give, the surveys that they participated in, and any files that they uploaded from those surveys as well. Those will all live on the contact profile for better reporting and just centralization of information collected by Levitate surveys. A few months ago, we rolled out user groups. User groups is a feature that gives our admins and super admins the ability to either gate off or grant permission to certain features within Levitate. We've recently added the ability to access and use the content library, to send out handwritten cards, and to schedule social media posts as features that can be used as different permissions in the user groups. In our last monthly release, I talked about the meetings board, which is a way to track and keep up with all of your meetings that are scheduled using Levitate Schedule a Meeting. We've added a few enhancements, including the ability to cancel or reschedule directly from the meeting board, and the ability to see the meeting type that's listed in the schedule a meeting settings right from the meetings board as well. We've added enhancements around the opportunity board. There are two new settings features in opportunity boards. The first is being able to set a specific user as an owner for every single opportunity on a board by default. Another is the advanced reporting that we've added to opportunity boards to see better insights to the board itself, changes made to the board, and analytics around the board's progress. Hand in hand with those updates to opportunities, we've added an update to automations as well. Now, when an opportunity is created on a board, it can then trigger an automation. It's new opportunity created automation. And when you search your boards, you're able to see the different opportunities that will be added and choose which one will trigger that automation. We've made a few updates to our contact profiles for users. When you go to a contact profile, you'll see a new tab up at the top that says Files. This is where any files coming through a survey, added through notes, or requested will show. Right now, we're only showing the files that have come through surveys or notes. But coming up, we'll have the ability to request files and add them to a contact's profile. The next update on the contact profile is the ability to edit key dates in place. Instead of having to fully delete a key date and start over, you can now click edit and update the information right there. And finally, with contacts, we've added the ability to filter and do advanced searches within companies. When you're in contacts and looking at the people, you've always been able to see these filters, but we've now added them to the companies tab just for an enhanced way to search amongst the companies that you have listed. Finally, this month, we have a lot of updates with our AI tools. The first is the ability to turn on a meeting prep agent in Levitate. This agent can scan your emails, look at contact profiles, and check your calendar to prepare you for your day ahead. So if you have a lot of meetings on the calendar, it can give notes about the people you're meeting with, what you're meeting about, and important information that you might want to have on hand for that meeting. The next AI update is with our in Levitate AI assistant that you can ask questions. You can now also attach documents, pictures, and information to give context to the questions you're asking or to get help with content that you're working on. And finally, with AI, we've added some new features to our MCP server. The MCP server allows you to connect your personal AI assistant like ChatGPT or Claude directly to Levitate to have a back and forth flow with that Levitate information and what you're working on in your assistant. Now, the MCP server can help you create email drafts, build surveys in Levitate, and even connect to your integrated platform, like an integrated system like AMS 360, Redtail, or MyCase. If you're interested in using any of the AI features in Levitate, make sure to reach out to your success specialist who can help you enable them. With the MCP server, we also have a help article that goes over getting that connected. And coming up on July 15th, we're having a webinar on the MCP server in Levitate to give you some information on how you can get connected using your personal assistant and what you can use the MCP server for with Levitate. That's all I have for today, everyone. Thanks so much for checking in and listening, and I'll talk to you all next month.